Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is going from kind of like one extreme to the other in terms of, I don't know if I want anything serious, I don't want to catch any feelings, or maybe even being resistant to actually, sharing what they daydream about or what they want for their future. Then something changes for them, I think, in terms of how they feel about themselves that enables them to then extend that emotion towards you. And we have this shift towards, okay, I'm ready to make an offer and I feel like I need to do so quickly because if I wait too long, I might not be able to make this offer. So a little bit of a, swing of the pendulum to the other side. Hello there, Juz. Hello, dude. Hello, William. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I was totally wearing a different shirt, you guys, and it got too cold, so now I'm wearing this is probably like my second warmest sweatshirt, and I'm still a little bit cold. Hello, Key Controller. How are you doing? If you are interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the energy oracle. Let's see what else we have. Nice. What else do we have? Action. Yep, that aligns with our Knight of Wands energy, which is, one of the fastest moving energies in the tarot. So this action card is implying I may not have been doing much before, but I realize now that I have to do something or lose that opportunity. This is somebody who has felt a little bit too comfortable staying where they are or being resistant to change, right? This could be somebody who doesn't really like to make significant moves in their life. Maybe they've lived in the same place. Maybe they've had the same kind of lifestyle. Maybe they're really close to, family or friends they've known for a really long time. But this Garden in the Gate card is specifically about somebody that feels like things are okay where they are. They might be better outside beyond the gate, but they're nervous to leave where they are currently. So this was the challenge. And now we have somebody deciding I'm going to leave. I'm going to walk out that gate, see what else is out there, or see what else I can do in terms of my life, right? All right. This is the Noisy Tarot. That's not really its name, but it is now. I'm doing well, thank you. Hello, Danny. How's it going? What else do we have? Eight of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups. Not saying anything, maybe even being completely no contact or low contact with this person because they were feeling defensive. Again, with like the Garden and the Gate energy, right? I know things could be better over there, or if I spoke up, or if I pursued this, but I'm feeling a little bit too nervous because of the things I've already been through. Likely to have experienced, being cheated on or having trust broken by other people. So this was somebody who decided, even though I really want to see where things could potentially go with you, I'm a little bit too nervous about what actually happens or whether or not I would still feel, like I have some control over my life. They may have dealt with a really controlling partner in the past. Hello, Fred. How are you doing? Likewise. Hello, Johnny. How are you? Hello, Miriam. How's your day? Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Justice in the reverse. Sometimes we approach difficult or complex arguments or exchanges with kind of a sense of dread, like this isn't going to go the way that I want, or I'm feeling like the person I'm talking to is not going to be very receptive. But we have a sense of hope or confidence that if done the right way, this is something I can do, even though I know I have to deal with some injustice that happened in the past. The way I dealt with you previously wasn't really fair. I know I need to, address that. But if I show how serious I am, I think this person will hear me out. What else do we have? King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Lovers in the reverse. That King of Wands in the reverse is a failure to pursue what it is that you wanted, right? That garden the gate energy. I see what I want. It's right over there, but I don't know. It's like if you've ever been on, what do they call them? Like a tram through like a zoo, or if you've ever been on one of those cute little rides that are like a train, and you can see something just outside where you're like, probably you got like a seatbelt or something, and you want, I don't know, let's pretend it's a Snickers bar, and you're like, I could reach that. It's just right there. I'm sure it's not melted or anything. This person felt like they were safe, felt like they were buckled in, right? And they see something they want. You're a Snickers bar, baby. And they were like, oh, I'd have to like unbuckle my seatbelt and like reach out of the window. I don't know, maybe something would happen. I could hurt myself. So I don't think I'm going to go for that Snickers bar. But then they think about it, They get home after going to the amusement park, and they're thinking about their sunburn and how they didn't get that Snickers bar. They're upset because they chose to not go for something they wanted. They're upset because there's a sense of regret or like missing out because they didn't pursue the Snickers bar. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Miss Princess. How we doing? Hello, Cassandra. How we doing? What's happening, Nathaniel? Are you having a good day? Happy Friday, everyone. Hello, Roma Bedlam. Meow. Hello, Peggy. How are you doing? Now Key Controller wants a Snickers. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Knight of Cups. Now that I think about how things would go if I never saw this person again, or now that I think about how being overly protective of my heart actually resulted in my feeling heartbroken because the distance from this person is not something I really want. Now that I see that, probably a change in perspective, right? Now I understand, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, that I can maintain some sense of independence. It doesn't require that I completely avoid relationships. So Knight of Cups, I'm going to make an offer. But it has to be a good offer. It looks like they know, Justice in the reverse, they know this person isn't like, oh, it's you. I've been waiting to see you. It's going to be more like, hey, you gonna apologize or what? Hello, Justin. How are you doing? We've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this person was big on boundaries. They keep people far, far away. I get it. I get it. But we got that Knight of Wands energy again. It told you to get out of my yard. I told you we weren't buying nothing around these parts. I told you I didn't want to be that close, or I backed away. I stopped responding. I stopped pursuing opportunities to see you. Whatever it might be, this person Homer Simpsoned into the shrubbery behind and then had a change of heart. I kind of miss this person. Maybe I walked away too quickly. Maybe I assumed the worst about somebody who would actually be kind of nice to me. I should probably do something about that. I should probably I don't know, double back and tell that person, hey, I think you're actually really cool. You want to play some Legos? We can build something cool. What else do we have? 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords in the reverse. The truth is, I walked away from love because what I felt for you was a little bit scary. I didn't feel like I could control it. So I decided the only thing I could control was whether or not I invested in it, and I pulled back. Because this person has equated being in love with somebody as being at risk or being controlled by someone. It's like they view being in love like one would view being drunk. You don't have complete control over your motor skills, decision making. And they began to realize when I walked away from you, I was really lying to myself, thinking that I could handle that or that I wouldn't be upset about how that felt. So I need to be honest with myself about what I really want. And I need to be honest with you about why I reacted the way that I did, why I, went back to my cave and told you to go away. 4 of Rings or 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the King of Wands with the Tower. King of Wands in the reverse. I'm not going to go after what I want, even though it's really what I want, what I really, really, really want, because I'm too scared of being hurt, and I'm used to keeping people away from me. But now I'm the King of Wands in the upright because I have thought about the long-term consequences of walking away from somebody that I might actually be totally enamored of. So they're running towards what they walked away from. King of Rings or King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in the reverse, King of Cups. So while initially they were a little ambivalent or a little bit uncomfortable with the idea of having some sort of stability or companionship with somebody for a long-term relationship, and they were hesitant enough to walk away, now they're seeing that they can't really do anything about the fact that they've fallen in love. They can't really change the fact that what they really want is to be with you. So they have essentially been willing to explore their feelings for you a little bit more realistically and understand what that means for them, what they really want. This is the situations deck. Hello, Tracy. How are you doing today? So we have obsession, commitment, pretending, and ascension. So absence makes the heart grow fonder, or perhaps more likely to be obsessed. And even though the commitment idea was something that makes me a little bit uncomfortable and made me feel like I needed to run away, I realized in your absence that I was just pretending that I didn't want that. So this person has gone through a spiritual awakening because of your absence, because you weren't there. And it's motivating them to take action. Offer on the table. Hello, Jane Doe. Hello, Brandon. How are we doing today? Oh, you're so welcome, Brandon. Entrapment and racing. I'm hearing you put a spell on me, but I think it's more so in kind of like an amused way. Like I've been able to resist people. I've been able to walk away in time or find things about people that made me less intrigued, but it didn't work with you. I was completely captivated and I can't do anything about it. So they feel like they need to be honest with you about how much they really did catch feelings. And again, fast moving energy. We had that Knight of Wands come out a few times. This is somebody who feels like they don't have a lot of time to pursue you or change their mind, find another chance with you. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. Nice. What else do we have? Ace of Wands and the reverse. King of Wands clarifying the King of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. So this King of Wands is flanked by aces in the reverse. Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords in the reverse. I missed an opportunity because I lied to myself about what I wanted. So I wasted a little bit of time, you know? I lost some time because I wasn't willing to admit that I wanted something that I didn't have, or I wanted something that I had kind of convinced myself was dangerous, you know? So I'm going to have to take action. I can't really be moving at a snail's pace. Eight of Wands is also a card that talks about fast movement. I need to talk to this person about what's really going on. Or maybe perhaps they feel like it's also really important to talk about why they've been kind of avoiding love. There's like a hair that keeps getting my nose. King of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Wands in the reverse. So they've been non-committal because they dealt with someone in their past, probably an ex, right? But it could be like the example their parents set for them as a child or when they were growing up, right? Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they feel like they learned a pretty difficult lesson by dating or being with somebody who had a very short temper, somebody who probably had higher expectations of their partner than they lived up to themselves, right? I expect you to like not have any friends and just like kind of cater to me. Oh my God, I hate static electricity so much. Where is this hair? It's just like tickling my nose. It's driving me crazy. It's right there. I can see it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll focus a bit. What else do we have? What can I do about this? I don't think I have a hair tie or anything. All right, there. Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess in the reverse. and the Ten of Cups. So it's taken a while. And I know I acted like a little bit of a dummy. I know I didn't treat you the way I should have. Or I know I kind of like freaked out and like ran away. But the truth of it is, this is what I daydream about. This is what I really do want in my life. I just kind of got freaked out by it, you know? Hello, Upper Echelon. Hello, Atala. How are you doing? Oh, it totally is. But also everything I don't know, like I've been dealing with static electricity for like a couple weeks now. It's just like everywhere. Happy birthday, Stephen. What else do we have? The World in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. We have seen a lot of nines in this reading, so the number 9 could be pretty important for you. But this is saying that someone is viewing the situation with you, or you're the person, right, as hopefully not over, even though I know initially I caused some issues by making it seem like what I really do want is not what I want. My bad. You know, they feel like they really do need to take credit, take accountability for a move that turned out to be not their best. So they want to make an offer of a serious relationship. Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant. It's funny too, because this is a very unusual Hierophant card. This is a mummy. I walked away. You probably thought things were dead. Nothing would ever happen between the two of us. But I'm back. I'm back. All right. Let's see what else we have. This is What's the News? Hello, Candace. How are you doing? That's perfect. I don't know, man. I found Upper Echelon whenever somebody tells me to calm down, and it seems to have the opposite effect. Isn't that weird? All right. Interesting. What was the first card out from the Situations deck? Obsession. I don't know if you can read it very well, but that says obsession right there. Sometimes when you deny yourself something and you're trying to stop thinking about it, that's when it becomes impossible to stop thinking about it. And there is something here in terms of the physical connection that you have that this person feels they cannot find elsewhere. They were struggling with this decision because this is somebody who's been very comfortable being an independent person. They don't want to be, or they didn't want to be in a relationship because things were easier when they could just think about themselves and be open to other options. But they've tried to go back to that kind of life and they find it very boring, disappointing. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. I used to have a small obsession with that stuff. I don't think I have any right now, actually. What else do we have? Twelve love. We have Jess here, right? Twelve love. I can't look at this card anymore and not hear that voice. If you don't know what movie that's from, work on it. I'm disappointed in you. It's a culturally important movie, okay? This is the Romance of a Lifetime. Very soon. So this is why we have that sense of urgency, right? Somebody's looking at the situation as, I mean, you're basically like a Tickle Me Elmo on Black Friday. That shit's not gonna last very long. Other people are gonna be like, "Ooh, can't wait. Take that $3 right now." What else do we have? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is a very strong connection. It just took a little bit for somebody to understand the importance of acknowledging that, because they really wanted to believe that it was going to be easier to just kind of let it fall by the wayside. Look here, if you don't behave, there's going to be consequences. Sorry. I don't mean to get into an argument with my own hair on live stream, but you know, sometimes things get a little desperate. You guys, it's mocking me at this point. What? You don't like the electricity? Deal with it. Power lines, energy. And what about this energy? Yin, yang, balance. Even though I tried to distance myself from you, even though I didn't want to admit that we actually have this really strong connection and it's difficult for me to be away from you, I could still feel that energy between us. I tried to cut it off. I tried to ignore it. I tried not to think about you. But like the more I tried to think of you, the more, or tried not to, the more I did, right? And you know what, like, it's kind of similar to the Chinese finger trap idea, right? If you don't know how to extract yourself from that, it can be a little bit of a battle. They had to go through a little bit of an inner battle, argue with themselves, right? This is somebody that's worth it. I have to be honest with myself. I really have tried to avoid a relationship, but I can't stop thinking about what it would be like to be in a relationship with that person. Johnny, I always look rude in public. That's just kind of like normal for me. We've got number 2, flamingo and fun. The reason this person feels so attached to you is because there is, remember we had that yin yang card, there is a balance to you of light and dark, fun and serious. You are able to talk to them about more difficult matters, relate to things that they feel or have seen, but you can also make this person laugh. And I think it's in a way that is almost like disarming, right? In a really positive way. They may be determined to be upset about something or be determined to dislike something. And then you do one of your cute little things and they're like, they melt, right? Now that made them feel a little bit like they lost control. And that's part of why they got scared and walked away or ran away. But it's also part of what keeps bringing them back around to you. Hello, Ground Zero. How are you doing? Hello, Doris. How's your day? All right. Let's get a few from... This is the untold messages of the heart. Hello, Crisis Core. How are you doing? What else do we have? I'm busy with work right now, and it requires my attention. They're very focused on their finances, or this is your energy. You've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you. We're connecting. Those power lines, right? The energy that they can't deny, they still feel even though you aren't talking to them as regularly or you're not seeing each other. I still feel you even though we're apart. Magnet. I keep being drawn back to you, and I can't quite explain why. I try to forget you. I try to think about other people. I try to just, be good on my own, and little things remind me of you. Or when I think about how I would enjoy going to that restaurant or playing golf over there or going fishing over there or swimming in that pool, I picture you next to me. I picture how it would be more fun if you were there with me. Respect. You deserve the best, and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. They are not interested in finding themselves in another situation where they feel like they've let you down, or they feel like they could have treated you better. They want to hold themselves to a higher standard because they see that you hold yourself to a higher standard. Mountain. Something or someone is standing in between us right now. So take it how it resonates. But for many of you, this is a family member, could be an ex, could be a best friend, or even a work situation. But they have let this block seem overwhelming and used it as a justification to kind of distance themselves from you. And that's not really working anymore. They're getting to the point where they still feel this pull towards you, and it's not enough for them to just think about you. They want to see you. I feel like an idiot for the choices that I've made. I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. They may have been dealing with a lot of stress or anxiety from work or family situations that kind of pressured them to be a little bit short-sighted or make a decision quicker than they wanted to. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? Oh, you're welcome, Danny. This is the Kipper. What else do we have? Distant horizons in the reverse. They want to be near you. If you are long distance, they're thinking about how they could travel towards you. If you have concerns over how this person has spoken to you in the past with regards to their ability to be honest, there is a shift in their commitment to being honest to you, with you. And that might be a little bit difficult for you to acknowledge or accept, because when you know someone, when you have an understanding of their characteristics and those characteristics change, it can be a little while, right? You have to kind of adjust. But we have false person in the reverse. They're very aware that if they try to lie to you, or if they let go of honesty or integrity, you're not going to be interested. We've got sudden wealth. Raise your hand if you want sudden wealth. So this person was dealing with finances, right? Or you are dealing with finances. We also have 777. We had the 7 of Wands out here too. So this feels to me like timing is important. And for some of you, the finances were a block to your connection, because that is kind of how the universe pulls the strings to make sure that you don't ruin the relationship by trying to get into a relationship before you're each healed. This separation gave someone an opportunity to change their perspective so that they can approach this connection more genuinely. And that's timed with the money. Despair in the reverse. It's also timed with someone's ascension, right? We have child. For some of you, there's a concern, or part of the issue has been, how do we deal with your children, my children, whether or not we want to have children? Those kinds of conversations have made it perhaps a little bit more difficult as well to figure out how to be together. For others of you, this is a reference to someone feeling like an idiot, right? This is clarifying the foolish card. Yo, you inviting me over for a party? What's up? It looks like you're about to be rich. You better have some good cheese. some Dr. Pepper. There's a financial increase, and I really feel like it's tied to somebody's ascension and their commitment to healing. And it could also, for some of you, be partially tied to being willing to move in or make a significant love offer to this person. This is somebody who's willing to move for love. What else do we have? I told you, they want to live with you. It's like, hey, I know it's been a while. I know I told you I didn't know what I wanted, but it turns out what I really want is to spend the rest of my life with you and live in the same place with you. Okay? When can I show up on your front step? Do you have a drawer for me? Maybe even a closet. I'm glad, Peggy. Hello, James. How are you doing? All right, let's see what we get from, this is the Gypsy Oracle. Thank you for the likes, everyone. I appreciate you. It happens. What else do we have? Reunion in the reverse and waiting. You want to know why there's a sense of urgency? Because someone's been waiting. Kind of like when they have a really good show and then they make you wait like 3 years for the 5th season. You're like, hey, like I really like you and everything. I really want to know what's going to go on after. But like, there's only so much popcorn in the world. Can we like get it moving? There's definitely a sense of urgency because somebody knows they should have done this a long time ago. Aw, sweet love. What else do we have? Enemy in the reverse. This is someone you can trust. This person has good intentions. This person has recently had a improvement in their finances. Money is feeling better for them, but we have haughtiness in the reverse, which means they're not a sellout, which means, you know, they're not letting that money become their personality, right? They have gone through misfortune, but they are recovering from it. Old woman in the reverse. I feel like this is the block. I feel like this is whoever's standing in between the two of you. Now it's old woman in the reverse for one of two reasons. This is somebody who's younger, who is a romantic rival, or this is somebody who is older, like a mother or an aunt or a grandmother, but they're in the reverse because their opinion doesn't matter anymore. Wah, wah. Look, maybe your opinion matters, but not enough to like completely like rule out my own opinion, right? So things have changed because this person is no longer blocking the connection, or at least not effectively. All right, this is the wild unknown. We'd love to see it. Oh, poor baby. Are you upset because you can't control other people's lives? This is going to be interesting. All right, what else do we have? I feel like this person who got in between the two of you or wanted to prevent the two of you from being together is going to throw a little hissy fit. Devil in the reverse. Somebody has let go of fears, decided that they're ready to pursue what it is that they want, let go of an old approach to living life because they feel like they had the wrong perspective. I felt like the best way to protect myself was by being ultra independent and not letting anybody become too important to me. But I see now that that just really made me feel lonely. Emperor, Temperance in the reverse, Chariot in the reverse. So if I know that the reason that I have felt upset or sad is because I walked away from somebody that I was in love with, even if there's someone who doesn't approve, I know what I need to do. I need to go back around and tell that person I'm madly in love with you. And I know it may not be easy, but I want to find a way to live my life with you. Sun of Swords in the reverse, which is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Someone's feeling impulsive because there's a concern here that they've already taken too much time. Six of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse. I don't have much time. I have to get over there and talk to this person because they're already making changes in their life, or they're already, trying to like walk away or let go because they feel like I don't want them. Hello, Khalil. How are you doing? Strength in the reverse. Sun or Knight of Wands in the reverse. Father of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this feels to me like we had difficulty understanding healthy dynamics of a loving relationship because of the example provided by parents or adults while I was, a child. So this person has had to reframe their concept of love and change how they view independence and, how to communicate. And they've been open to that lately because they don't want to lose you. This is the Love Tarot. Soon. I'm going to contact you soon. Yeah, this is multiple references, like at least 6 times that this person has made it clear. I know I don't have a lot of time. I know I need to act quickly. I know I could potentially lose you. Lost? I feel lost without you. Yeah, this person who got in between the two of you, for many of you, this is an ex of theirs. For those of you that it's not an ex, it's either, one of those like kind of controlling friends or family members. I'm attached to my ex emotionally, physically, or spiritually, and I need time and space to break this connection. Now, for many of you, this person, that's why they took this time of separation. They've been working on this. They may be finished with this. They may be approaching the end of this, but this has been largely what has caused a problem in terms of whether or not they could actually pursue you. Nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. You intimidate them a little bit because they know you're the real thing. They know you're not faking. They know that you would be good to them. So it's like, well, I don't want to mess up. So if I'm out of sight, out of mind, you won't see how I mess up. You know what I mean? You guys, stop it. Look at it. If you are not obsessed with them, they're obsessed with you. It could be both ways. ¿Por qué no los dos? Let me read the card for you. I think I'm obsessed with you. You are. I think about you all the time. I stalk your socials, and I hope I run into you when I'm out. You're mysterious. Somebody get the Scooby-Doo in. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me, and I never really know where I stand with you. This is part of why things are uncomfortable for them, because they do feel like you are a very emotional person. You may feel one way one day, and then the next day things may change pretty dramatically. But they also know that part of this is because their actions towards you have been inconsistent. One day you treat me like this, the next day, poof, you're gone, like a fart in the wind. Who did I miss saying hello to? Hello, Chenlo. How are you doing? Hello, Pharaoh. What's going on? Hello, Matt. How's your day going? All right, let's get some advice from the spiritual AF cards, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Hello, JR. How are you doing? Oh, I hope they do. What else? Don't involve yourself with whack shit. Fair enough. Self-care isn't selfish. Do right by yourself and don't let anybody make you feel bad for it. Like, I am a pretty social person, but I also really enjoy my alone time. Like, just leave me alone so I can, like, I don't know, watch I Love Lucy and like draw little weird things. I don't know. And as I started to want to spend more of my free time by myself and less like out with friends, my friends would be like taking it personal, and I'd be like, it's not you, it's me. You know, like sometimes you need to recharge your batteries, and you can't do that as easily around other people, I think. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? Pretending to be a savage won't heal that hole in your heart, baby. Some of the people that have been the most intimidating or like ferocious upon, first meeting them ended up being like the biggest teddy bears in the world. There are a lot of people that have, outward appearance that suggests they want to like punch you in the face. But they might actually be really nice people. We can't make those assumptions too quickly, right? We use our discernment. But I feel like this is somebody who likes to project some sort of strength or intimidating kind of vibe to keep people at bay. And you were like, da 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 da, you don't look so dangerous. Would you like to try my lollipop? They were like, why aren't you scared of me? They're like, I'm not scared of anything. They liked the fact that you didn't seem to be put off by that. And it could just be their mood, right? They might dress like everybody else, but there's something about them that they do to try to keep people away from them. And you were just kind of like, what? Didn't notice. Your growth scares people who don't want to change. This could be a reference to that ex who's gotten in between the two of you. This could also be about the community. If there are people who feel like you shouldn't change your karmic lifestyle. It's up to you to find beauty in the ugliest of days. There's always something to laugh at. I am probably slightly obnoxious because I use humor often. Like if it's an uncomfortable situation, if it's, a weird long silence. Maybe if somebody's had like a bad day, right? Like that's just like my go-to. If I can say something just a little bit funny, then maybe we could all have a little bit more fun today, right? There is something here that is difficult to get through, but you have the ability to use that positivity or optimism or hope to get through that difficult time. It could be the waiting period before this person gets to you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing. I'm going to post some shorts for you because I've recorded more. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next reading. Doodles.